we've got a brand new preview from one of my favorite franchises ever, and your front row seats to the NFL Rookie Madden Bowl.
Plus, we've got the top 7 games for egomaniacs and the broadcast premiere of the Project Origin trailer. X-Play starts right now.
Hello and welcome to X-Play. I'm Morgan Webb.
And I'm Adam Sessler. We're coming to you from the G4 studios in Los Angeles on Wednesday, May 21st.
And later in the show, Kristen Holt's got a great cheat for WoW. It'll show you how to get 50 plus gold in less than an hour. But first, it's time for today's top stories and our gaming update.
Epic Games has announced that they have acquired Share Entertainment Group, the development team behind the award-winning Xbox Live Arcade game Undertow. You know, the one you got for free because Xbox Live didn't work over Christmas? Well, while the developer will become a wholly owned subsidiary of Epic Games, it will continue to operate under the same name and will focus on creating new games that take advantage of the Unreal Engine. And anti-video game attorney Jack Thompson has been recommended guilty for 27 of 31 misconduct charges by Florida bar judge Dava Tunis. The list of Florida bar offenses include Thompson engaging in conduct involving dishonesty, fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation, and knowingly making a false statement of material fact or law to a tribunal. The case is now in the hands of the state Supreme Court, who will have to make a ruling based on Judge Tunis's recommendations. So far, it appears our ace attorney could be in some real trouble. Aww. And finally, Wii Fit is officially available for purchase at retail stores across the country. The game's official release date was supposed to be May 19th, but many retailers were asked not to begin selling their stock until today. Despite Wii Fit's $90 price tag, the game and its unique balance board have been selling for up to $170 on eBay. That's it for today's gaming update. Now, if you want to hear what I really think about games without flattering TV lighting, check out Sessler Soapbox. You can watch me shake my fist exclusively at g4tv.com/soapbox every Wednesday. This week, I talk about what I saw at all the big Gamers Day events last week. But now, let's go over to Morgan. What's the thing for robots and bow ties?
A little bit. Ratchet and Clank are a classic team, with the duo providing some big laughs and even bigger explosions. But now one of them steps into the limelight alone on your PSP. Here's a preview for Secret Agent Clank. Anyone who knows X-Play knows that we love us some Ratchet and Clank action, and we're hoping that passionate affair continues as Secret Agent Clank hits our PSPs.
Clank. Agent Clank.
The game is sort of a James Bond parody starring everyone's favorite sarcastic robot,
Bad dogs.
At the beginning of the story, you're on assignment to protect the priceless gem, the Eye of Infinity, only to see your BFF stealing it.
In a surprising twist, galactic hero Ratchet was caught at the scene of the crime.
In order to exonerate Ratchet, you'll have to track down the precious gem and figure out who's behind the mess. Along the way, you'll have a wide assortment of wacky gadgets to help you out, like a bow tie that doubles as a boomerang. You can also use stealth-based takedowns to make up for your diminutive stature.
Hi.
But meanwhile, jail-bound Ratchet has some problems of his own.
It seems that a lot of these folks were put in here by you, and they got a score to settle.
Yep, it looks like you'll be fighting off bad guys that you defeated in previous Ratchet and Clank adventures. So far, the game is looking very fun, and we're genuinely looking forward to taking on the entire adventure, bad puns and all.
You seem to have an electric personality.
We'll have our full review for you when Secret Agent Clank drops onto the PSP this June. Thanks to legal disputes, Monolith's sequel to Fear isn't called Fear 2, Fear Harder. Instead, it's called Project Origin. Okay, the name isn't that hot, but Origin does have what you'd expect a sequel to bring. More blood, scares, and slow-mo action. Here's the broadcast premiere of the game's new trailer.
Hey, the Red Cross cult. They want their blood back. If there's anyone in that NFL that needs a crash course on what it's like to play professionally, it's the newly drafted rookies. How better to do just that without risking injury? Well, a Madden Bowl, of course. EA thought so too, and they gave us an all-access pass to check it out. It was only a few weeks ago in New York City that X-Play caught up with some innocent college students, hoping to make it in the ways of the world. That was then. This is now. The EA Sports Rookie Madden Bowl. Amateurs need not apply. In beautiful Santa Monica, California, where the beaches are relatively shark and needle-free, a whole slew of NFL rookies recently drafted showed up to see who's the best of the best. In Madden, obviously.
I'm not going to make any predictions along that line. Some of these guys said they're pretty good, so it should be a lot of fun.
The excitement of being the NCAA cover boy faded into a distant memory, though, as Matt Ryan lost in the semifinals. Let's hope glory days don't pass Matt Ryan by. Everybody was having fun this evening. Lots of smiles, lots of laughter, and lots of gaming. But this night belonged to one person, Thomas, Devin Thomas. Devin Thomas, a second-round pick of Washington, made all the right moves as he cruised through the preliminaries.
It feels real good right now, you know what I mean? One more to go, get that championship.
The finals pitted Devin Thomas against Chicago Bear Matt Forty. There was no love lost between these two completely competitive competitors.
I'm about to win this game. I'm about to win this game.
In no surprise, Devin Thomas won the championship going away.
I won.
It wasn't even close.
I feel real good. You know, it's an intense battle up here, but I was able to pull it off. Feel real good. Man, the highlight of my NFL career right here.
And in Devin Thomas's most shocking statement of all,
X-Play rules.
yes, Devin, X-Play does rule. Congratulations, Devin Thomas, your 2008 EA Sports Rookie Madden Bowl champion of the world.
Coming up on X-Play, Kristen Holt is back with a second World of Warcraft cheat that will make you a gold mogul overnight. Then we come down from the mountain with our top 7 games for egomaniacs and show you all of the god games we worship. Stay tuned.
There's something we've been meaning to bring up. Lunch. Introducing Hurl, a bold new direction in competitive eating. 5 contestants enter an intense eating challenge. Then they face stomach-churning tests of stamina. The last competitor to blow groceries wins a cool grand.
I'm starving for a win. I'm starving for food. That's a good combination.
Eat it! Eat it!
I freaking hate chicken pot pie. Don't puke, brother! Don't puke, eat more! The second I stepped foot into those gyroscopes, I was ready to puke.
You really can't get ready for anything like this.
Competitive eating and nausea-inducing stunts make Hurl the most gut-wrenching show ever.
Oh! He was gonna barf.
Just relax, let go, and Hurl. Premieres July 15th, only on G4.
Get your career cooking.
Hey Adam and Morgan, since the developer Rare is bringing the new Banjo-Kazooie game out for the Xbox 360, I was wondering, do you think they'll dig deeper into their old school playlist and we'll possibly see a new Killer Instinct game out?
Welcome back to X-Play. Thank you for your video viewer mail, Javon.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, now just for those of you who don't know, Killer Instinct's a fighting game that Rare made that really was in its heyday on the Super Nintendo system.
Right.
And people have very fond memories of it, still. Not
yes,
everyone.
But they're fond memories. Like, we all have fond memories of games we played when we were younger that don't necessarily live up to.
Yeah, I have fond memories of the original Perfect Dark. It's not that good anymore because, times have changed. Also, Rare's not been doing a great job recreating some of their older franchises, so they might do better looking forward and creating something new to make that purchase by Microsoft all the more worthwhile.
All right, whether you're saving up for an epic mount or you need to buy a Fury's deck, gold is a must-have in World of Warcraft. On Monday, Kristen Holt started you on the path to wealth, and today she's here to finish the job. Thanks, Morgan. If you complete these daily quests, you'll be swimming in gold like Scrooge McDuck. Then once you're rich, you can set up a non-profit group to save the Murlocs. Today, we're going to finish off our little circuit of Southern Outland by completing a few more Sunwell dailies. First up on our list is rediscovering your roots, which will be completed in Terracar Forest. Fly up to Razorthorn Rise and start downing the flayers up there. Eventually, you'll get a Razorthorn Flayer gland to drop, which you can use to tame a Ravager as a pet. Use the Ravager to expose Razorthorn roots from the mounds of dirt. Once you dig up 5, you can either move on to the next quest or stick around for gaining the advantage. This quest requires you to collect 8 nether residue. We found that the fastest way to farm the residue is by skinning the Ravagers on Razorthorn Rise. If you're not a skinner, the nether residue also drops from urban ore nodes all over Outland. Now point your trusty steed southeast and head to Shadow Moon Valley. You'll need 5 Adamall armaments, and the only place to farm them is on the northern platform of the Adamall Terrace. Once you have your 5 armaments, head back to Shatrath and turn in Gaining the Advantage. You'll be rewarded with 250 Shattered Sun reputation points, 16 gold, 39 silver, and a major rejuvenation potion. Then, take the portal back to Keldonis. Ride back to Smith Halda and use her anvil to cleanse the 5 Adamall armaments. Finishing the quest banks you a whopping 18 gold, 28 silver, 350 reputation, and your choice of a special weapon coating. Finally, it's time to turn in Rediscovering Your Roots. Marna will give you another 350 rep points and 9 gold, 10 silver. But the real reward here is the bag of Shattered Sun supplies. These will always hold a high-level green item. Additionally, each bag has a 10% chance of containing a Badge of Justice, which can be collected and turned in for high-powered gear. If you use our handy mini-circuit, you can hit Keldonis, Nagrand, Razorthorn Rise, and the Adamall Terrace in less than an hour for a grand total of about 64 gold and 1,450 reputation points, plus a potion, a weapon coating, and a guaranteed green drop. Not a bad haul. Be sure to check G4TV.com/cheat for the latest tips and tricks. Today's cheat is presented by Edge Shave Gel. Get your edge. Right now, I'm going to send it back over to Morgan. If you like skiing, but you hate the crowds, you hate the cold, and you hate Johnny Mosley, then you might want to break out your Wii Fit balance board and pop in a copy of Wii Ski. Got all the thrills of the slopes without the danger of pulling a Sonny Bono. Here's our review. Wii Ski is the first third-party game to use the Wii balance board. Unfortunately, the good folks at Namco Bandai have crafted a title which is more Bodie Miller than Warren Miller. The big deal here is the unique control scheme. You stand on the balance board and use the Wiimote and nunchucks as ski poles. And believe it or not, it actually works quite well once you get used to it. We also liked how you can earn a wide variety of optional items by completing races and quests you can gather at the resort. Unfortunately, those are the best parts of Wii Ski. Almost every other bit of presentation fails to live up. The courses are unremarkable looking, and there are 0 tournaments or trick challenges. Also, how can you make a game like this and not include a snowboarding mode? I mean, all you'd have to do is turn the balance board 90 degrees and you would double the variety. It's a shame that such a unique control scheme is mostly wasted on this game. Wii Ski just isn't quite ready to hit the slopes yet. It's a 3 out of 5.
All right, when Next Play returns, we run down the top 7 games for Egomaniacs. If you got a giant head and a penchant for playing God, well, you're going to love these titles.
And before we go, we've got some good news. Code Monkey's G4 smash hit animated comedy of 8-bit proportions returns. The show that the New York Times called an arcade game with a potty mouth. The all-new second season starts June 1st. Check out G4TV.com/CodeMonkeys for the full story. And to tide you over till then, check out this sneak peek.
Hey there! What is up, Black Steve?
Word your mother!
Ow!
Good grief.
I bet you can kick this football really far, Black Steve.
Is that right, Juicy?
Ow! What did you do that for?
You think just because I'm black I'm an athlete? That's what I think of your damn football. Now get got before I sick my dog on you. Isn't that right, Hoopty?
Wow, Black Steve, you da bomb.
Good grief.
From the creators of Code Monkeys
This jail thing's kind of like summer camp, except with lots of rape and a lot less sun.
comes Code Monkeys Season 2. Premieres June 1st, only on G4.
This, then you dub this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life. If you dig this, then you dub this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life, yeah.
Welcome back to X-Play. We can't all be doctors or clock tower snipers, so playing God is something most of us have to experience secondhand through games. If you're feeling the urge to meddle with the forces of nature, here's our list of the top 7 games for egomaniacs. Hey, Ego Trip, if you can tear yourself away from your own musings of greatness, I've got some games for you. Good games. God games. At number 7, Patapon for the PSP. Finally, a game that will allow you to not only lord over the masses, but also show off the drum skills you wouldn't stop talking about at that Jonas Brothers concert. Rhythmically lead your unwashed masses through level after level of graphics so cool and stylized, I'd swear you made them. Number 6 is Populous. Hey, cavemen living in castles, when'd that happen? Build, dig, and conquer in all the name of castle-dwelling cavemen conquest. At 5, it's Overlord. Good help is so hard to find when you're as talented as you.
Your minions will follow you wherever you go, Master.
Sometimes it's better to just spawn them, then watch them destroy a farm.
Keep those squinky things away from me!
Coming in at number 4, Black and White.
Retrieve the first gatestone, Holy One.
When you need a god, you need a god, and these people have rightfully turned to you.
Oh, Holy One, I kneel before you.
Benevolence or malevolence? The choice is yours.
Thanks. He won't try that again in a hurry.
Plummeting off a cliff into the number 3 spot is Lemmings. Guide throngs of mindless followers over, under, and through obstacle chalk levels, and try not to let them die. But hey, who am I talking to? You're an amazing, intelligent, and innovative micromanager, according to your resume. Oh, the Lemmings are cramping your style? Okay, why don't you make yourself a new friend right here in our number 2 game, The Sims.
Oh, voila.
You can even craft them in your own image. But who am I kidding? There's no way this game will allow you to make your doppelsim as sexy as they need to be to accurately represent you. I know you think so too. And the number 1 game for egomaniacs, Spore. What better way to show off your godlike prowess than by taking a planet from one-celled organisms all the way to interplanetary exploration? I know it's not even out yet, but let me guess, you're already awesome at it.
Game stores are a strange place in the summer. BO levels are dangerously high. Big AAA titles are months off, and the air is thick with desperation. So stay home and save yourself a traumatic experience. Here's what you can get without leaving the house. It's the download. We know that today's gamer leads a busy life, which means you're bound to miss a good download every now and then. That's why we're here to remind you about a couple of good games that came out last week. New for the Xbox Live Arcade is Assault Heroes 2. Now, we don't care how busy you are, this is a must-play. The original was good, but the sequel takes it to a whole new level. It's the same classic top-down shooter, but now with so much more. You get better graphics, upgraded weapons, bigger bosses, and brand new environments. You even have the option to join up with friends in the online co-op mode. It's a whole lot of fun for only 800 Microsoft points. So what are you waiting for? And when you just need to get away from it all, there's nothing like an old-fashioned action RPG. And as luck would have it, you can now download Soul Blazer for the Wii Virtual Console. If you liked Legend of Zelda, you'll probably dig Soul Blazer, but you won't be on a princess rescue mission. Rather, you've been sent by God to restore the world, which means destroying monster lairs and releasing the imprisoned souls. As you free more souls, the towns are rebuilt, and you unlock new items and clues. Now, maybe money can't buy happiness, but 800 Wii points can get you Soul Blazer, and that's pretty good too.
So clear some time in your schedule and get downloading.
So, if you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the X-Play Replay. Now on today's show, we reviewed Bluesky. Using the balance board is unique and it actually works, but the presentation falls way short of impressive. The courses are bland and the options are very limited. And come on, there's no trick challenges or a snowboarding mode. It's 3 black diamonds out of 5 for this one.
Coming up tomorrow, we'll have the latest on Gears of War 2, Dead Space, Too Human, Killzone 2, and all of the huge titles that were on hand at last week's Gamers Day events. Watch out, there are big ones. Plus, we'll go head-to-head to talk about all the latest announcements, new gameplay footage, and hands-on demos. Then, we've got all the latest on Fable 2, straight from the game's mastermind. Don't miss our brand new interview with designer Peter Molyneux. All that and more tomorrow night at 8.
And also, on Friday, we're going to be interviewing the guys behind Killzone 2 and actually seeing some more of the game.
Yes, remember when we first saw Killzone 2? God, it was so long ago, 2005 E3.
We really didn't see it. What we saw was a simulation of what we could see, and then we got all like, angry.
That was actual in-game footage. They swore to us.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Well, it actually does look like that now, but we'll finally get to play it in 2009 and put it all behind us.
And we also are going to have a review of the new Penny Arcade game, which is going to be a must-see.